Hello everyone, my name is Robert. You're watching Newcastle United Life and Times YouTube channel. And on today's show, we have Paul, Len and Josh. And we are going to discuss Newcastle's emphatic win over Crystal Palace yesterday with a resounding 4-0 victory. So Len, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I wasn't at the match due to ticket availability, but I did get an excellent stream and managed to watch the whole 90 minutes. And I have to say, I was very impressed. If I was a neutral watching that match, I would think it was just fantastic. So there's no bias whatsoever when I say it was possibly the best performance of the season. Certainly the first hour, anyway. I think, when you look at Murphy's first goal, utterly outrageous. Whether he meant it or not, we'll say that he did. So it was goal of the season. Obviously, Gordon comes up with a great goal. Longstaff, local lad. And then Wilson, as soon as he sees Isak warming up, thinks, right, I better pull my finger out and get a goal here before I go off. So 4-0, well-deserved, could have been a lot more. And like I say, I think the only observation would be, I think when he made the 4 subs all at once, I think we lost our way a little bit, but by then the damage was done. And job done, 3 points, puts us in good fettle for Dortmund on Wednesday night.
There was a decision I had to make after the game yesterday, and it was so difficult. And that was deciding me man of the match. And it was a toss-up for me for, I thought Trippier was outstanding, and I thought Murphy was outstanding. For me, it was Murphy's best game in a black and white shirt. Who was your man of the match, Len, yesterday?
Well, Murphy, but I understand what you're saying about one or two other players. I think there was collectively a great performance, but I think Murphy, based on, we've watched Murphy a lot, and he's proven yesterday what an outstanding player he is, because Almiron's on the bench. We didn't miss him whatsoever. Almiron will struggle to get back in that team based on that performance from Murphy. So I think Trippier was outstanding, but I think that shows you how good Murphy was, because he just did absolutely nothing wrong. And every time he got the ball, he did something decisive with it in the attack. So brilliant going forward that we've got a player like that could come in and perform like that. So yeah, I would say definitely for me, Murphy, man of the match.
So, Paul?
Yeah, I'd just like to echo what Len said. I think I thought we battered them yesterday. I thought it would have been closer than what it was, to be honest. But I think against Roy Hodgson's sides, I think if you get an early goal, then the organisation goes out the window for them, because they're quite an organised side. I think they'd only conceded 8 goals in 8 games before yesterday, plus the one at Old Trafford 3 weeks ago. So that, they're quite a decent side. But they had good defenders, didn't they? They had that Gay and Anderson and the other lad at right back who plays for Mitchell. What's he called, Mitchell? I think we just took another cleaners yesterday. I think we can do that in spells though. When you play us, it's like for 10, 15 minute spells, we're just capable of getting 2 or 3 goals, and that's the end of the match really. And we look good defensively, I thought, yesterday. The goals are getting shared out. And I've seen a statistic yesterday where 6 of the 10 outfield players actually played under Steve Bruce, and 3 of them scored. So this is a difference what a decent coach can do for you.
Yeah, I must admit that one thing I noticed is when you look at, say, Gordon apart, who cost a few quid, the other 3 players who scored didn't cost a lot of money at all. So, and we've got big signings sitting on the bench who can't get a game. So I think it proves with what the coaching staff and what Eddie Howe's done with the existing players when he arrived has been outstanding.
And we had 8 English players yesterday. 8.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Was it 8 yesterday? Was it
8 English players yesterday?
Oh, no.
I just thought the performance first half, we just battered them. Second half, we did what we had to do. And then we just took players off. Obviously, it was a bit like a friendly at the end. It was just make that changes. You just keep the ball, no injuries. Top scorers in the league, best goal difference. I think, to be honest, we've been flying since the Brighton game, when I think they had a bit of we got a discussion in the dressing room after the Brighton game, because that clearly wasn't good enough. And since then, we've just been brilliant.
Well, yeah, I think the last 6 games, 21 goals scored, 3 conceded. I mean, what more can you say? I mean, I went through my mind this morning, and if we can keep this up for the rest of the season, the original entertainers will be knocked into touch.
No, definitely.
Very good.
Yeah.
Josh, what was your take yesterday?
I think they made the mistake of flipping with the Gallagher first half. I feel like the game was our first half, wasn't it, really? 3-0 up. And to be fair with Palace, right, they set up well. The Roy Hodgson, he does set up well, but the game was well our. There's a few names in there. I think Lascelles as well. He had a blinder.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And he looks like a different player, doesn't he? I feel like he's definitely coaching him the right way. And he looks like a different player on the ball and that. And then you look at Murphy and all, like we say, like he was definitely my man of the match, by the way. But like even like his first touch, like football and that, playing little passes off and that, and when you think Murphy's like a championship player, and he's starting in Champions League against Milan and that, and this is the standard now. Like obviously, until Howe's a good coach and that, like obviously what he's done with Joe Linton as well, and I think you can see Byrne as well. He's improving game by game. I thought Byrne had a blinder yesterday. Defensively, a lot better, isn't he?
He's brilliant, but I don't like to interrupt there, but Byrne's one of my favourite players. So I like it. I like somebody to be on my side because other people on here sometimes don't always agree, you know?
Yeah. I think Byrne defensively looks so much better game by game. Like, really does. Gordon, yesterday, quality. I like the way he cuts in. Cuts inside, he plays that little pass and he's straight back out wide, and I like the way Gordon plays like on that wing. He's good. But there was no threat, was there, yesterday?
No.
I thought they were poor up front. They were terrible up front.
I'd have to say first half, if I was going to criticise anything, it'd be I seen a canny few good balls gone in that box yesterday, right? In Wilson, I think he could have had it. He could have had a few. Some of the bars that were going across, you know, and there was no one there. But yeah, again, you can't really criticise the performance yesterday, like quality.
I think the only negative I remember seeing, and I might have picked it up wrong, like was when Pope came out. The ball came forward once, and he came out. And the commentators were saying, "Oh, that was a great decision by the keeper," but I'm thinking it was totally unnecessary. And had they gone on and scored, you know, I think he just hadn't touched the ball for so long. He just wanted to get involved.
He plays as a sweeper, though, doesn't he? That's the way Pope plays.
That's
he plays
what he does,
as a sweeper. The costs were against West Ham the other week, and the costs were against Salah when he got sent off. But that's just the way he plays. Plus, his kicking needs improvement.
I'd like to mention Bruno as well. He looks fully fit again. I think he's running that game in the midfield, man. He's back to full fitness. You can tell as well from yesterday. His performance, his quality. He's got like his flair back in that. You could tell that yesterday. Like I think fully fit.
What did you think of the reception Tonali got? I mean, it was what I expected, and I think it certainly moved him. You know, when everyone was singing his name.
Yeah, there was a little clip I saw. He obviously got a good reception when he came on. And there was a little clip that I saw on Twitter or Facebook where when they do the lap of honour at the end, Eddie Howard sort of pushed him to the front to take the applause. And I thought that was really good. I was surprised to see him in the squad, to be honest. But I think looking back, I think it's turned out to be the right thing because it's got things out in the open, I suppose.
There's a photograph circulating on social media with Trippier with his arm round him.
Oh, yeah.
And I just thought that was powerful.
Brilliant,
powerful image. You know?
Brilliant, that. Obviously, I was at the game yesterday. Like, obviously, it was class at reception, like mint. Obviously, he's only a young kid, isn't he? He's 23, 23-year-old, and gambling as well for a young lad. It's not easy, is it? You know, if you get addicted to something like that, it's a dangerous game. And obviously, being a footballer, people just forget he is human and all. And just saying that yesterday, like from the fans behind him, it was emotional. You know what I mean? It was good. I thought it was brilliant off the Toon fans. Like it was nice. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we might find out this week what's going to happen, and hopefully.
Apparently, there's a meeting tomorrow, Rob. I think with his lawyers and the board or whatever, whoever decides.
hopefully, because he's been cooperative with the authorities and what have you, I would like to think they'll be a bit lenient on him, but we'll have to wait and see.
Well, it's not like he's backed against AC Milan. I mean, that would have been worse if he'd backed.
Yeah.
That would have brought the game into disrepute. He's backed on his own team to win, which it's still not right, but it's it's not as bad as batting against them, is it? And I was listening to Merson yesterday. I thought, I don't often agree with Merson, but he was partly crying on that on Sky yesterday, just explaining, saying, look, they need help. There should be more for them, and if you ban them, it's just going to play around in the head and stuff. He says, I'm a gambling addict, and the last thing I would want is a ban.
When you get banned, you've got more free time on your hands, haven't you?
Exactly.
So the temptation's going to be there.
Yeah.
Can't train either.
He reckons just a fine. I mean, a hefty fine, probably. But they've set the precedent with Tony, even though that was in England. I suppose they've probably got to ban Tonali, haven't they? Just otherwise, everyone will start doing it. Yeah, well, look.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
It is a shame.
Actually, Rob, you just before we'll go on, do you want to reflect on the predictions that were made for Saturday's match?
I certainly do. Len, I was just about to bring that up.
Oh, good. I'm pleased.
So, on the last show we'd done,
anyway, moving on.
We all made predictions for yesterday's game. And what was your prediction, Paul?
I said 2-0 when it was 2-0. And then when I was off air, I said 4-0, but I don't think you caught that on camera. Is that right?
No, that's just no. You said 2-0. Len, what was your prediction?
Oh, mine was I was miles out. I said 3-0.
Yeah. And what did I say again? 4-0.
5-0, wasn't it, Rob? 5-0.
4-0. But I mean,
Well done, Rob. Well done, Rob.
Rob, what do you want? What have you won? What have you won? A mug or a cup or something?
I just want a balloon.
You can have a balloon. I'll gladly get you a balloon.
Thank you. I mean, look at 4-0. It could have been 5 or 6. I mean, if I had took the chances, like you said, Josh, that could have been anything really to score, But excellent game, excellent result, and it sets up Wednesday night. Lovely.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
man. Do you want to touch on that? Anyone?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But I say something as well quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously, Isaac had like a knock, didn't he? Or when he came back from Sweden, and I thought yesterday when he came on, he was sharp. Looked sharp yesterday. So I think he could be starting obviously against Dortmund, like definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I think the gaffers played things perfect with the squad rotation because
he did.
I think there's 3 or 4 players there champing at the bit, fully fit. That's as well as the players that did play at the weekend. So I think when you look at that bench wasn't that bad yesterday, and you could put 3 or 4 of them in for Wednesday night, and the team will be equally as good. And I think it's going to be a tough game on Wednesday night, but a winnable game. Yeah, definitely.
Well, to be honest, Len, I think they've got to win this game.
Yeah, they're only on a point, aren't they, at the minute?
The bottom, aren't they? So they've got to, at least get a point and then beat us at home.
I think they've got good form in the league. I think they're unbeaten this. They're only point.
I didn't realise they were doing so well.
2 points off the top, I think, are they?
I thought they went top on Friday, unless they went back down yesterday.
I think they've got back down. So 2 points off the top, and they're undefeated this season. So, I still think our home support, if it's anything like it was against PSG, I don't think we're not going to win by many, but I think we'll sneak it on Wednesday night.
The German league isn't as strong either, is it? To be honest,
no. I mean, we're going to touch on this a bit more on Tuesday. We'll do a show on Tuesday. So that brings us around the news that broke yesterday of the passing of Bobby Charlton. For me, arguably one of the greatest footballers this country's ever produced. And I know he had a close affiliation with Man United, but he was a Geordie at the end of the day. He's one of our own, and sad day really. Paul, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, obviously I'm a bit young. I never got to see him, but when you see the highlights,
well, neither did I, by the way.
He could not shoot.
Oh, he had a hell of a shot on him, like.
I think he was a fantastic player. Like, I think he was a midfielder, wasn't he? Like an attacking sort of midfielder. And I think he played till he was must be his late 30s, didn't he? I think he had quite a long career. Obviously, he's from Ashington. He was a local lad, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Jackie Milburn's cousin as well, Rob, wasn't it? As you said before. Yeah, it was a sad day. I think a lot of that '66 squad have gone now, haven't they? And it's
I think Jeff
just
Hurst's
a part
only
of the
remaining
history,
member, isn't he?
Oh, Jeff Hurst.
I think he's the only one left, isn't he? I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure
Maybe
he is.
two or three of them. There's not many left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Len, what was your thoughts on it?
Well, it is a sad day. I mean, he's just always been there, hasn't he? I suppose, even since he obviously in our time we've not seen him as a player, but he's always been in the minds of football people, and I think he stuck with football right till the very end. From what I understand, he was a great ambassador for the game, and when you look back on the footage, he was an outstanding footballer, and that's what I remember when you watch all the old black and white, the pictures and the goals, as you say, when he played for England as well. He was a truly outstanding player and a real professional footballer, and he'd be a sad miss to the game.
Josh, I know it's a bit before your time. Right? It's a bit before our time as well, to be fair, really.
To be fair though, I'd like to see absolute legend in the world of football, isn't he? Everyone knows. But only English player to win the Ballon d'Or, World Cup, and a Champions League, which is
hey, we've got a new stat man.
Well.
A new stat man.
Exactly. There you go. No, but sad day that. True legend.
Yeah, he's one of the last of the iconic legends, isn't he? He's done everything. So, sad day for football. Right, do you want to touch on anything else, guys?
Sunderland got beat yesterday.
I didn't even know.
2-1 Stoke.
Yeah.
So he's looking forward to.
So we're ending on a high. We're ending on a high at least.
So tomorrow night, he's looking forward to it, gents.
Yes, the most important question from my point of view, obviously, is what's everyone wearing?
I don't want to clash with anyone.
That's exactly why I'm asking.
Are you all going together?
Yeah, the three were.
Oh, yes. I was going to come one of us. I'm working in Scarborough, so yeah. It's my birthday tomorrow as well.
Oh, how old are you, Josh?
23 tomorrow.
Oh my goodness, that's long. That's very young.
I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old too.
I tell you what, I wish I was 23 again. Yeah, me. God. No.
How old are you? 25?
No, he's a lot older than
You're
that.
pretty close, not far off.
No, he was born in 1925. I think that's what you meant to say.
Are you wearing your cap tomorrow, Paul?
No.
Good. Good, because they've got security on the doors, they don't let you in.
No, they won't. No. I've just seen a clip before from Pete saying he was signing some books and that. Right. I think there's still a few tickets. There's not many left, but he's looking for it. And did you know Eddie Howe's never met Kevin Keegan? That's the first time on the stage.
Oh, has he not? Brilliant.
Said he's never met him.
I think they've talked, haven't they? Have they exchanged?
Yeah, he's never met him in person.
Once.
So good. Well, that would be good.
No, it should be a great night. I'm really looking forward to it because, we touched on this tonight. Kevin Keegan, not only for me, but for everyone, he's when it comes to Newcastle United, as a player and as a manager, it's just iconic, isn't he?
Well, that's what I'd said to you, Rob. I don't even think it was on the show. I think we spoke separately about it. And I remember being 14 years old or whatever I was and going to my first match when it signed for Newcastle United. It captured my imagination, and from day one, I've never looked back. It's been I've been a supporter ever since. So I've got a lot to thank him for.
When he signed for Newcastle back in the day, he was like a global superstar.
I know.
He was like the equivalent, like a Messi. He was like he was probably one of the few superstars in world football. Kevin Keegan, It was just unbelievable.
He was probably one of when I look back and things that I read and whatever and remember from it, he was one of the first players who sort of, as you say, sort of got sort of world recognition. And, you know, in the days before, like sponsorships and things like that, you read a lot of stories about sponsorship deals and getting in the media and doing off the field activities. And I think he set the path, rightly or wrongly, set the path for footballers to actually make a decent living out of the game, rather than just prior to that, where they were operating on, you know, fairly moderate wages in comparison to you know, from Keegan's era onwards.
I didn't think much of his boot commercials, mind.
Oh,
the brute.
It's a shame. It's a shame you're still wearing his aftershave, then, Rob, isn't it?
So he kind of been a bit of brute.
I hope you're not.
Actually, I might put a bit of brute on for tomorrow night. I'll see if you recognise.
I wish you'd all go wearing brute. Eh?
We'll all go wearing brute.
We'll not get in, man.
Right, we're going to wrap things up there then.
Yeah.
And, we'll be back Tuesday to preview the Borussia Dortmund game. Another huge game on Tyneside on Wednesday night. And Josh, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us. I was just about to say that. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
And can I just say, Josh, you're much better than the bloke next to you on my screen.
I
talk a lot of sense. You talk a lot of sense for a young man.
Oh, thank you very much, Len. No.
So what's your plans for the rest of your day then? Are you having a few tins?
I'm just to be fair, I had a pint with my meal before, like, but not to be fair, because I'll be having to get up at like 4 a.m. to drive down to Scarborough, like, so probably just chill out the rest of the day, like, and then you never know if you're a man down, get us back on for the Dortmund game.
Aye, right.
We'll talk about that.
Right. Right, it's been good having you on. Something different. It's good to get the point of view of someone a lot younger than ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, but Rob, to be honest, everyone's a lot younger than you, aren't they, really?
You can't help yourself, can you?
Them snidey remarks, man.
This is what I've got to put up with, man, every day. I've got to put up with this every day, man. You've got no idea. Yeah. Same crack every day. Anyway, never mind. Right, listen, chaps, fantastic having you on the show. And Paul, then we'll make arrangements for meeting up tomorrow night. And
looking forward to it.
On behalf of myself, Josh, Len, Paul, we'll see everyone Tuesday. Right. See you all later.
Cheers, lads. Thank you.